Hey, welcome in. What's going on? I should be ashamed with Sam Schmidt. Casual Friday edition. Believe it or not, I actually am recording this one ahead of time, as is supposed to be done for once, which I feel is a major step in the right direction, considering I'm the guy who never gets things done on time. This one's actually getting done on time. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that fascinating? Aren't you so fucking thrilled that I'm getting this done in record time? You should be. You should be thrilled. I'd be thrilled if I were you. That's just the way it works, though. How are you, though? How's your week been? I've been all right. Let's walk you guys through the week. What's been going on? Um, went down to Santa Cruz on Monday. Had a grand old time down there. Shout out Brian and who else was hosting at Rosie's? Oh, yeah. It was my guy Mike Booth. Michael Booth holding it down at Rosie's. Shout out Michael Booth. Always. That was one of the real ones. There's a lot of real ones out there though, dude. Shout out fucking Brian for having us down there. He's coming up again in the story soon. Tuesday was another fun one, man. When did trivia over at Strike, not Strike, over at Splash. All these bars of S names. Over at Splash. That was a good time. Some trivia. Got out of there, went over to Mamakin, saw the boy Sean. What's up, Sean? Went and did some comedy over there. That was a good time. Then yesterday, Wednesday, went down to Santa Cruz. Down to shows in Santa Cruz. Yeah, man. It was a good time. Again, that's where Brian was coming up again. Shout out Brian. Brian booked that ruled. Yeah, we'll get into it more in a minute. But tell me about how you're doing. How are you guys doing? Are you hanging in there? Feeling all right? How's your week been? It's been tough. Doing okay. You can do it. And you can. No, man, I've been all right. I've been all right. It's been a decent week. It's been a decent week, man. Santa Cruz was a lot of fun on a Monday. I went down there with the boy Albert Lynn, stopped by Albert Square. Great time down there, ton of fun. Often as Brian will let me show up there, I will be there. And gotta say, man, credit to Albert Lynn, man. Got us down there, got him coffee. Shout out, boy, rocking the mango passion fruit refresher from Starbucks. I told him I hit him up. I was like, yo, Albert, I got us covered. Whatever you need, I'm gonna go pick up some Starbucks before we head out. Feels like a fair deal. I was like, all right, bet. He asks me what yeah, I asked him, I'm like, yo, what do you want? I always get like an ice mocha, always. Right. I would love to be like a real coffee drinker, but I'm not. I'm a pussy, so I have to go with the mocha. Need the chocolate. I was gonna get that. The Albert, like, yo, Albert, what do you want? And he's like, yo, get me the mango dragon fruit refresher. So I go to the goof because I don't know how to order at Starbucks well, right? I don't do it all that often. I just go in there, hey, let me just get a medium ice mocha. It's always how it goes.
So I get the drink order and I ask the GF, I'm like, hey, is this how you order this? Mango dragon fruit refresher. And she goes, yeah, but like, that's a kid's drink. Dude, that absolutely sent me, right? Because if I'm the mean one and I'm saying something like that, like it's almost a little bit to be expected.
I mean it. Like when she comes in and just gonna be mean like that, that's a different scenario, right? That's a whole different ordeal. Yeah, man, we went down to Santa Cruz. As I said, shout out Brian Abbott Square. It's a good time. Rocked over to Rosie McCann's after that with Michael Booth hosting. Had a ton of fun there. That was a it was an interesting setup, right? Because like there it filled out a little bit more as we went, but when we were performing over at Rosie's, it was like we were there. Obviously, there were other comics there, but then there was just like for some reason a bunch of dudes between like the age of 45 and 65. All right. Sometimes we have audio issues on here. It happens from time to time. I try to fix it as much as possible. But expectations are low. Anyways, though, yeah, man, Monday was fun. Went down to Santa Cruz. It was a good time. Tuesday. Tuesday was also fun, man. Went to Splash downtown San Jose. Trivia night down there. That was a good time. There's some, trying to think if there's like a particularly fun question. I don't think so. It was a pretty boring night. Um, I will say the best part of the night though is there was this one question that people were answering, and like it's a multimedia trivia thing, right? So the music often playing while they're answering the questions, and this music just happened to be like the song just happened to be "Mr. Brightside" by the Killers. It's a white people anthem if you've ever heard one. Now, the reason why I particularly identify with this white people anthem is because back when I was in college, University of Oregon, shout out, go Ducks, my boy Nahas, Jonathan Nahas, good kid. He was a member of the Theta Chi fraternity. And Theta Chi, like, the last song of the night was always Mr. Brightside by the Killers. And so, like, there are a ton of very drunk memories of me and a bunch of friends just all in a circle. Jealousy, turn just immediately, dude. It's crazy. But it's just the price I pay. They do so much fun. And so yeah, that song went off and it was like, oh shit, throwback vibes. Like I really do. That's why I mess with that song a lot. Oh man, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on a minute. I'm literally gonna answer it on the podcast and get it done. Hey yo, I'm recording a podcast. Can I call you afterwards?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Do you have anything you want to say to the people while I have you on speakerphone?
What's the target audience here?
It's pretty miscellaneous. A lot of bullshit.
Hmm. It's too broad for me to say anything.
All right. Well, I know that when it comes to broads, you don't like to say a lot of things, so we'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I'll call you after this. Boy, that was fun. We should do that more. We should answer more random phone calls during the podcast. Shout out to boy Leland. Boy, I'll tell him when he asks me, I'll tell him that it got edited out. But we'll know. We'll know the truth. We shall see. Man, I will say I am exciting. I am excited. I am exciting. I'm not exciting. I'm excited though. So I will say we know we got to talk about today, but let's get through a couple other things before we get there, right? So where was I? Oh yeah, Tuesday night. Had a lot of Mr. Brightside by the Killers playing. Yeah. That was a ton of fun. Had a little serotonin rush for better times. Flooded in my brain. It was good. Yeah, then went over to Momacan afterward, hung out there for a little over an hour, just smoke weed, talk shit. Um, did some stand up. That was fun. Good time doing that there, which was a good time. It really was. Um, and then Wednesday night, yeah. Went down to Santa Cruz, dude. Number one, took a bus to Santa Cruz. So shout out to people that tipped me at Splash the night before. Their tips literally paid for that bus ride. But took a bus from Morgan Hill to San Jose to Santa Cruz to the other part of Santa Cruz. And yeah, dude, we were performing at this Santa Cruz Mountain Brewery. So it's like this brewery is cool spot, dude. Guys who ran it was cool. They had some strong shit we were playing with. It was like a 14%, like a 14%, it's like a barley wine is what they were calling it. Ruled. It was delicious. I don't know. Whenever I'm a hard liquor guy, truthfully. Like I prefer hard liquor over a beer. Just give me a whiskey on the rocks as opposed to like a sitting there with a beer, you know what I mean? But if I go to like a brewery or something like that, a place that doesn't do hard liquor, then I'm always just looking on the board and saying, all right, what percentage is the highest here, right? I don't know. Some people drink because they like the taste of it, and that has literally never been me. I like the effect of it. I like what happens once I start drinking. So I just need to get to that point. So it's always just looking up at the board, look what the percentages. Looking, it's like 7.5, 7.2, 8.1, 4.5, 3.1, 6.2, 14%, 7.1, 4.2. I'm like, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. 14 with the what did tell me about this? And I asked him, I'm like, yeah, tell me about this. He goes, oh, well, tell you what, pours me a little like shot of it, basically a little shooter of it. It's like, try it, go for it. And I try it. I'm like, all right, you know what? I graduated last spring. I can still ride. Boom, up on that pony we went, baby. Up on that pony we went. Took that ride. Did she try to buck me a couple of times? Yes, she did. But I tamed that mare. Woof. Nah, I had a couple drink glasses of it. It was really good. It was a good time. And then man went down to no, I put down before that even. So got my drinks, did a set, had a lot of fun, did fine. However, this is better than the person before me and put the position person behind me in a much better position than I was put in. Let's put it that way. That makes me feel better about it than I deserve to. Oh man. So yes, did the set afterwards, watched the end of the Warriors Kings game. Golden State got the win there. And here's the thing, man. I don't like the Warriors. I root against the Warriors. But also, if I'm around people who are Warriors fans, like for example, last night, got a ride back from Santa Cruz with my guy, Jeff Sir. Shout out Jeff. Jeff's the man. Very cool dude. We had a very fun, very enjoyable conversation on the way back. He's a big Warrior fan, right? And so like I knew I was like, dude, I'm gonna be in the car with this motherfucker for like an hour after this. Not like 40 minutes, but still, like for a minute after this. I need his team to win just so I it's good mood, it's good vibes, right? And I asked him something, man, and it was a genuine question, and I'm glad he answered it the way he did because he answered it genuinely, and I appreciated it. I had to ask him. I was like, dude, he's a big Warrior fan, been a Warrior fan forever, right? Loved Run TMC, loved all that shit, right? Come on, man, Barry, all that stuff. So I asked him, I'm like, yo, be honest, have the Golden State Warriors improved your quality of life? That's a big question. That's saying, has a sports team, is this particular sports team improved markedly, like made markedly better your experience in life? Resounding yes. The answer was a resounding yes. Even as far as to say Steph Curry probably improved his quality of life to a significant degree. And here's the thing, I don't disagree. I really don't. I think that like that's important, man. Good for him. Good for him, man. God, I wish my team was good like that. That would be so fucking awesome. I would fucking love it if any one of my teams was so good that like they made my life markedly better. My teams are average. It's fine. I'm not like a Cleveland fan, right? They're not like actively bringing me down. But you know, they aren't doing me a ton of fucking favors. Aren't doing me a ton of favors. Man, we do have some other stuff we're gonna get to today. Let's finish up talking about the week though that was beforehand. If there's anything else significant, man, I think I might have forgot it. Really, it's a good time. Seen good people. Been up to good things. Down to Santa Cruz twice. I do like Santa Cruz a lot though. Brian's got a new mic there coming up on Sunday. I think it would be very fun to try to go down for it, but also, whatever happens, happens. If it can't work, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm not the one who's gonna be trying to push things. Anyhow, I told you guys last week this was going to be a relatively football heavy episode. We're already like just about halfway through it, if not halfway through it. Haven't really gotten to it yet. So here we are. And man, this is exciting. Football, baby. Love it. So we're going to talk NFL draft in a little while because it's the first rounds today. But first, I'm going to be looking at a list of the best football movies ever, giving you my thoughts, opinions, and eventually ranking them. So I'm pulling up this list. Might have to I'm gonna have to scroll for a minute to find it because this was a couple of I saw this on Monday. Well, did you take a screenshot of it so you have it? I don't know. Let me check. If I'm smart, I did, but also to assume that I did the smart thing is a fucking holy shit. I did. All right, we got it. So this is a list of 10 football movies ranked from best to worst. Well, hear about this. We're just I'm looking at this list. I'm having a hard time disagreeing with it as of right now, but we're gonna figure it out. So let's take a look at this list. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you the top 10 list. This was put together by SOG Football. 10, Gridiron Gang. 9, Draft Day. 8, The Water Boy. 7, Brian's Song. 6, The Longest Yard. They have the modern version. I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to go with the old school version. Even though, look at, they might both deserve top 10s, honestly. They really might both deserve top 10s. And actually, the story it's based off of is incredible. I don't know if you ever knew this, right? So, more or less, the idea for the longest yard came from a book that was written about European soldiers in World War II. I believe what happened, and I could be wrong on this, so don't quote me, but I believe what happened was that when Nazi Germany was, putting in the work. Fuck. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, dude, when they were doing their thing, they they had like prison camps all over the places we know, right? And like people who were capable, like they would have them like work and stuff like that, and they had like all these workers and stuff. And so the like basically there was a local soccer team that a lot of the players ended up having to be like in these camps together, right? And so more or less, let's get back to the point of the story. The point of the story is that there were a bunch of the prisoners who were former soccer players who ended up playing a game against the guards who were Germans, many of whom actually happened to have been athletes of some type themselves as well. So they were actually able to play interesting matches, and I believe that the team of prisoners did win, or at least won like one or two. But yeah, it was let's just put it this way: the story didn't end as happily in real life. Didn't end as chill in real life. But longest yard, yes, it comes from that. Always worth being on there. 5, Invincible. 4, Any Given Sunday. 3, Friday Night Lights. 2, Rudy. 1, Remember the Titans. Now, I'm not going to make jokes about Remember the Titans because Shane Gillis are the best Remember the Titans joke. And if you want to go hear that, go check out his special live in Austin on YouTube. That being said, it probably is the number one football movie. It probably is. And I'm going to say something really controversial here. Rudy's too high. Rudy is too high. Rudy's a fine movie. I think it's probably three. I think it's probably three. I'm gonna have to go Friday Night Lights above it. Remember the Titans, Friday Night Lights, Rudy, Any Given Sunday. Original Longest Yard would be my top five probably. You're gonna be like, oh, what about Ryan's Song? What about the Water? These are great movies, dude. There's top 10 for a reason. They're great movies. But also, man, it's tough. Also, and this is gonna be a silly one. How the football looks in the movie matters to me, right? And so you got a movie like Draft Day, which has the benefit of like being pretty not actual football heavy. But like when I'm watching like The Water Boy, it's like this doesn't feel like a college football, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm being silly. At least that was the thing with Rudy, right? Like it did feel like he was playing in fucking a packed fucking stadium there in East Bend, South Bend. Excuse me. I say East Bend. What was I thinking? Whatever. Yeah, man. These are great movies, and I'll say, remember the Titans? Denzel Washington, some of his best work ever. Phenomenal. Rudy, hey, that's Samwise Gamgee out there having sacks. But also, here's the thing with Rudy. Rudy's real to like an extent. Of course, it's obviously it's blown up for the movie, but like Rudy Rudiger, like it was a real guy. Here we're gonna read his Wikipedia. Daniel Eugene Rudiger, also known as Rudy Rudiger, is an American motivational speaker and author who played college football at the University of Notre Dame. Yep. His early life and career at Notre Dame were inspiration for the 1993 film Rudy. Yeah, dude. And look, like this motherfucker, this dude's tiny. How is this motherfucker an edge rusher? That's crazy. This motherfucker played defensive end at 5'6", 165. That's crazy. Fucking crazy. Played ball. Here's the other thing that Notre Dame fails to. Maybe they didn't forget it in the movie. I don't remember if they said in the movie. Did he play at Holy Cross in the movie? Because he played at Holy Cross in real life. Played at Holy Cross and then played at Notre Dame. The first player to ever be carried off the field at Notre Dame. Played only two defensive snaps, recording one sack. Hey, man, that's still sick. Think about that. If you were any other defensive end, if they were like, yo, half of his college snaps resulted in sacks. Number one pick. So easily number one pick. Unless you're fucking 5'6", 165. Dude, just for reference, I'm 6'2", 195. I I would have been a physical specimen next to that dude. Do I have that level of heart? Oh, do I have that level of give a shit? Oh, still, dude, give me one rep against Rudy. I'm gonna rock his fuck. Dude, here's the thing. I couldn't pass block Rudy, but also I don't think Rudy could pass block me. You know what I mean? Fuck that, dude. Rudy could not pass block. I'd get blow past that motherfucker. I'd get off the line so easy against that fool. You have no idea. Oh my god. Putting a fucking paw on his chest, driving him back. If he tries to beat me to the outside, I'm swimming over to the inside, dude. If he tries to beat me to the inside, I'm bending him around to the outside. He ain't doing shit. Fucking 5'6" ass. You aren't doing anything. Great movie though, but damn, you ain't doing shit, Rudy. Whereas any of those dudes from Remember the Titans are lighting me up. Those are high schoolers, and any of them are lighting me up. Ryan Gosling's bitch ass, who couldn't cover shit, is lighting me up. Oh fuck, any of the dudes from these other movies. Fucking Waterboy, Adam Sandler, the Waterboy, run my ass over. It's not even close. I really think, I really think Rudy is the only star of any football movie that I'm like significantly better at that. There's no other sports movie where like the main character you're probably better than. Like I would have loved to have played fucking football in fucking 19 fucking 60, 70, whatever the fuck. Coming in at fucking 5'6", 165, dude. That's crazy. That's like it's like a senior in college. Motherfucker's tiny. Oh, fuck, that's funny, dude. That's very funny. It's got me laughing pretty hard. I will say the top three football movie moments. And this is where the longest yard comes and wins me back. That classic end of the movie scene where like shoot him. And he's like refusing to shoot him. He just went to go grab the game ball. Fucking great scene, dude. Remember the Titans? Oh, we all know the scene. We all know the fucking scene. We all know this scene. The other one that gets me, dude. That speech, that Friday Night Lights speech, not Friday Night Lights, excuse me, any given Sunday speech. Oh my God, dude. Give me that Pacino speech any day. I'm ready for it. I am so ready for it. Give me that Pacino speech, baby. But yeah, if I am picking my top five movies out of here, five, the original Longest Yard. Four, Any Given Sunday. Three, Rudy. Two, Friday Night Lights. One, Remember the Titans. I feel confident. I'm confident with that. And trust me, if you would have asked me, hey, what do you think about, like, if you would ask me about Rudy previously to this, I probably would have been like, oh no, no, that's better than Friday Night Lights. But now that I think back on more on it, dude, not a chance. Not a chance, dude. Not a chance, dude. It's not better. I'm sorry. I wish I could say it was better. It's just so not though. I don't know. I maybe the answer is that I just got to go back and fucking watch more football movies. I got to go back and rewatch football movies. Probably isn't a bad call, you know. Probably wouldn't hate it. Probably enjoy it pretty thoroughly, frankly. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Be interesting one. Speaking of see what happens, dude. NFL draft today. Only a couple minutes left here on this episode, so let me just say. Currently we are about an hour and a half away from the start of the draft. And I swear to God, please God, give me Jalen Carter. Please fucking God, give me Jalen Carter. I need Jalen Carter to be a Seattle Seahawk. Please fucking God, let the massive defensive tackle who can fill the number one position of need for my team be available. Please, 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 please be available. I'm asking so nicely. I know it's gonna sound silly, but I just, come on, man. And then, okay, I'm gonna tell you, I will go to bed so happy tonight if Seattle gets an edge rusher and a defensive tackle. Honestly, whether it's looking, Anderson probably won't be there, linebacker out of Alabama. Tyree Wilson or Jalen Carter could be there, and if we can end the night with one of them, and then at 20 get one of like either Murphy or Smith as an edge, or if we got the edge taken care of already, Clancy or Smith at defensive tackle. Oh, I'd be so happy. Holy shit, that would make me so happy. Just knowing like the two biggest problems on our defense are shortened up, that'll be fine. Offense, look at, I don't feel about this like every sport with every sport, but with football, it's defense that wins championships. You know what I mean? It really, really is. Defense wins championship. I know that this past year might not seem as if that's the case with the Eagles and the fucking Chiefs, but I'm telling you, dude, that fumble, Jalen Hurts doesn't fumble. That fumble's caused by defense, baby. Defense shows up. And here's why with defense. A great defense can shut down almost any offense. A great offense will still have struggles against a great defense. But maybe not. We'll see. All I know is that I need my team to get this shit together. All right. What's going on this weekend? This weekend, will I be anywhere you can see me? Come through Foxtail on Sunday. I might be over there. Might go down to Santa Cruz, but I doubt it. But definitely come out to Santa Cruz Monday if you're down there. Gonna be over at Rosie McCann's for sure. Maybe over at Abbott Square, but we'll see. Anyways, appreciate you listening. Thank you very much. It's been awesome chatting with y'all. I'm gonna go prepare for the draft. But appreciate you. Talk to you later. This is I Should Be Ashamed with Sam Schmidt. I'm ashamed that I care so much about 20 something year olds succeeding when this 20 something year old's not at all. Anyhow, appreciate y'all. Check in on you soon. Have a good one. Be ashamed. You should be. I am too. I should be ashamed with Sam Schmidt. See you Tuesday.